You either is or you ain't. You do or you don't. You can or you can't. Or you will or you won't. Either way, baby, a good man, well, he's hard to find. Hey, everybody, McGill Billy here.
And I'm Jamie.
Welcome to One More for the Good Guys podcast, and brought to you by We're the Good Guys. And we're also brought to you by Good Guys Cigars. Same good guys and all that, by the way.
You're the good guys. We're two guys.
Hey, you're the two guys. We're the good guys. You're the good guys. We're the two guys.
Oh, man.
Refer back to our New England Cigar Expo video to catch up on what that's all about. Any rate, if you're here for the first time, welcome. Thank you for stopping by to check us out. If you're an OG member and or been here since the very beginning, well, God bless you. You should find new friends and new hobbies. But welcome back for the punishment, and it will continue. All kidding aside, thanks for all you guys do, the support of the returning visitors as well as our new viewers. So thank you very much. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and the notifications button with all the restrictions that YouTube's doing nowadays. With tobacco, it's going to behoove you.
Behoove.
It's going to behoove you to click the notifications button. So this stuff will come up in the old algorithm machine. So there you go. Today we are talking about
top movies of 2025.
There you go.
Which was harder for me to do than the television shows because I watch less movies than I do television shows because the damn television shows are basically movies now. So
yeah, I mean,
but I got some good ones. I got some ones I really like.
They even kind of look alike, don't they? Nowadays, with the movies, the production,
shooting them in 24 frames a second.
Yeah,
that's why it's got that look.
Well, as we'll get into that subject. But first, as we always do, what are you smoking?
Oh, I'm smoking one of my all-time favorites, the Punch Classico.
Oh, the old standby.
In the Maduro. Punch Classico.
Rothschild.
Yep, Rothschild size. Connecticut broadleaf, Ecuadorian Sumatran Oscuro wrapper. Connecticut broadleaf binder, and Dominican, Honduran, Nicaraguan filler all over the place. But I tell you what, man, these have been one of my favorites for a long time. They went through a packaging change.
They're really good.
And they come in 50 a box.
Economical.
Well, yeah, by the cigar, they're economical for sure. But you're still looking at a pretty pricey box price. But
yeah, with it being a box of 50.
Yeah, but it's still... Man, this has been a favorite of mine for years and years, and then we started carrying them, and now it's a favorite of everybody's because I know that we've sold a box or two or split boxes and whatnot. But these are fan-freaking-tastic. Punch is a brand that doesn't get a whole lot of love, and it really should because they're just, overall.
Well, they still make a bunch of them for a reason.
That's right. They've been making this in a while. Because they're not selling them.
And I know, we say that a lot. There's a lot of popularity when it comes to new brands, and people want to try new stuff and all. I get all that, but there's also some real value to the legacy brands, and one of those benefits is the fact that they're successful for a reason.
That's exactly right.
And they're still making great cigars, good cigars. And with that being said, most legacy brands, they are so established that you can buy them at
everywhere.
Everywhere. But you can also buy them for a lot cheaper pricing than you can when it comes to said versus like a boutique brand, if you will. Because it's kind of like being a young adult or when you're first married or whatever, you're not established yet. So if you why can't I take all those trips. Why can't I go on a vacation? Well, your mom and dad wasn't able to do that either till quite a bit further along in their as they were getting established with their income and their all that stuff. So don't sleep on the legacy brands is what I'm trying to say. I am smoking
legacy or even blends that are old school blends. That's one of the reasons I picked my cigar of the year is because it's a blend that, I mean, you can just rattle them off: Aroma de Cuba, Jaime Garcia, Connecticut broadleaf over Nicaraguan, and man, it's just good. So,
yeah, what he said. I am smoking the Patoro Gran Añejo Reserva in Gordito size, which is a 4x58 ring gauge.
Golly.
Yeah. Little fatty.
Little fatty.
Roly poly, daddy's little fatty.
Coming to you soon by Poana.
I don't know hardly anything about this brand. Was looking at some stuff online, but I received this in a Cigar of the Month sampler that I still do, even though I own or co-own a cigar business.
See how we support the other retailers.
There you go. And if you're if you want to send me some stuff, I'd gladly do that to be able to
we'll gladly review your cigar for free if you send us one for free.
Hey, look how easy that is. But Patoro, a name that reflects more than a century of experience, is made up of the first three letters of the founder's first name, Patrick J. Martin, or Patrick J. Martin, and Oro, the Spanish translation for gold, meaning Patrick's Gold. The name is not only synonymous with excellence, but also conveys an air of exclusivity, much like rare nuggets.
Little nuggets.
Swiss-owned company. This guy worked for Davidoff for a long, long time. Several of the other bigger companies. This Patrick J. Martin. Let's see here real quick. Worked 13 years as Davidoff Group as a product manager and a brand ambassador for Avo and Griffin in Switzerland. This cigar is Habano wrapper over Dominican binder and fillers, which is no big surprise when it comes to the European market. It seems like most of Davidoff stuff and the other stuff with the Villager things and different European companies that we've experienced throughout the years has been definitely Dominican made and or I won't say exclusive Dominican tobaccos, but heavily Dominican tobaccos. But so Añejo, I believe, if I'm not mistaken here real quick, is just a, let me just make sure before I tell you that and don't sound like a big dummy, is really fuckers. Just means extra aged or old.
Old.
So, and upon light up with this thing, I could really tell the cold draw on this was really interesting. And you can tell that it is very well aged on the tobacco. I mean, again, we always talk about this, and maybe one day we'll get an up close on one that you can really, really, really see. But that, and I've said it, I've also called it a mascara line, but that combustion line, the black between the wrapper, the ash, that black piece of where it is burning, this is almost invisible. So the big thing about when you get a cigar like that is that just means that the tobaccos were very well fermented and very well aged. So, Patoro Gordito in the Añejo Reserva. So we'll let you know about this. I've been excited
Gordito,
about
fat, short.
Little fatty.
Little fatty.
Yeah. So,
all right. So movies of the year, our list. 3, I have 4 on my list. All 4 I first saw in 2025. All right. 3 of the 4 came out in 2025. 1 was previous to that, but it kind of blew me away. So I put it on my list. Don't watch a whole lot of movies anymore. We've talked about that a lot. The movie industry is probably in trouble, I would say.
Yeah, maybe.
I really think we saw a movie earlier in the year. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was last year. And after it was over in the theater, I thought, man, this feels more like a TV series. And sure enough, at the end of the film, follow the rest of this on whatever. I think a way to save the movie industry is for all of these streaming services to release these things ahead of time, these first episodes of the season. Like, okay, the new back when Game of Thrones was crazy. All right. Game of Thrones season 6, episode 1's only going to be released in the theater for the first month. Okay. And if you want a preview to that, you go to the theater, because most of the content, as we've talked about, is streaming. Right. And they, who knows how much AI they use so far, but now that AI is getting better and better daily, how much content are they going to put out when they can go boop? Too much. There's already too much, right? I think that's a way to help the movie industry, is to say, now maybe they don't want to help the movie industry. Who knows?
Well,
but you got to keep these people employed is the thing.
You got to keep them employed. Yeah, that's a good point. But there may not just be, there may be, I think they want to, I don't know. Do they want to figure out whether or not there's more or as much money in either or make it one or the other, or are they still happy? And I'm saying they as being like execs, corporate execs, or, do we pick which horse we want right, or do we continue to straddle the fence and do both? Is there going to be a huge letdown from seeing it on the big screen to seeing it on your screen? I don't know what they'll do.
Or maybe you make the final episode of each season a movie only.
Yeah, maybe
something to get people's asses in the seats, because as good as your home stuff is now, it made sense when you were watching it on a movie on a little curved screen that there was a piece of furniture in the floor, but now you can get a 75-inch TV for $400.
Yeah.
So now you've got all this. Or bigger. And you got
projection screens.
Yeah.
I mean, goodness gracious.
And then you put on a good set of headphones.
Yeah.
And then you're better than the theater, basically. Yeah. So I just think that they're up against a technology problem. And in order to do that, they're going to almost have to plead with, because it's the same people making all this stuff. It's, a lot of the same actors, of course, and the crossover. Used to, you wouldn't catch a movie actor dead on television. Right?
No,
and
if you started out as a movie actor, your goal was never to make it to television. And if you started out as a TV actor, your goal was to make it to the movies.
That's right. So, and I think that's obviously not the case anymore. You go where you get paid.
Hell yeah. You Samuel L. Jackson that shit.
Yeah. So
Capital One cars.
Like I heard Daniel Craig made like $150 million for those Knives Out movies. Something ridiculous like that.
Oh, wow.
And so the money's...
As if he needed more.
Yeah.
He already gets a new Aston Martin every year for the rest of his life for being James Bond. Can you believe that?
I think it's great.
No, I mean, it's great.
Fantastic. He's pretty versatile. I even, when I was watching those, I watched them all 3 recently, and I thought, he's been pretty good. He hasn't been pigeonholed into James Bond.
No,
Right?
absolutely not. I mean, I think of one of his best performances. Now, first of all, real quick, I think him as James Bond was, everybody was worried. Oh my God, it's a blonde Bond.
Nailed it.
It's blah, blah, blah. I don't know. He killed it.
Yeah. And that was at the point where they had the technology to make it really.
I mean, his version of Casino Royale.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Jesus, blessed Redeemer. Yeah. That, and I still love one of my favorites that he was in. That was Skyfall.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great one. I mean, all of them were great, but yeah. But I think one of his best performances that I can remember, and it was certainly a very, very early one, but him and Liv Schreiber was in that movie about the Polish Jews that was a resistance against the Nazis. I can't remember what that movie was called. It was
Defiance, wasn't it?
Defiance. That's correct.
Is that what it was?
I'm pretty sure.
Where they were out like in the woods and hiding. Yeah. That was really good.
Unbelievable movie.
Yeah.
And his performance in that, I mean, when I remember seeing him for the first time was in that, and I was like, dude, this guy's going to be a star. And
certainly has happened. He's married
absolutely
to
Mrs. Craig.
Yeah, I just lost it. I loved him in Road to Perdition.
Oh yes,
he played a weasel in that, man, and he's pretty versatile.
Yeah,
he was in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah, that was another good one.
Defiance, like you said. Road to Perdition was before Defiance.
Was it really?
02. Defiance was 08.
You're shitting me.
Munich. You ever seen Munich? That's the one about for the Olympians in Munich 1972.
I have not seen
it's
that.
It's the mythical, maybe true response from Israel to all those people that were involved in that, and they go out and hunt them down and kill them all. Eric Bana is the lead in that. That's pretty good. I was trying to see if there's anything else down through here that stands out. But yeah,
I would have never thought Road to Perdition was before that.
Doesn't seem like it is, does it? But it sure
seems it would be completely the other way around.
Yeah. So anyway, versatile actor. He's not in any of the movies that I'm going to talk about today. But
well, he is in my first movie.
All right, go ahead. A good segue here.
Yeah, see what I did there? See? I'm not always just a pretty face. Wake Up, Dead Man.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen it. I
have not seen it. I've seen it.
It is a Knives Out mystery. There's been, I think, how many of those now? 3?
No. That's the third one. Yes, I have seen it.
Yes.
Yeah. The church one.
Yes, with Josh Brolin in it.
It's scary as hell.
Oh, he's such a good. He does good stuff too.
Goonies, first time I saw him.
Yeah. He's an interesting guy. I've seen lots of different stuff with Brolin. His version of W, that movie W, was absolutely perfection.
Yeah, no, he's a great actor.
But hasn't always, like, he was a part of all of that crew. Sean Penn, Rob Lowe, Charlie Sheen, right. Emilio. He was like buddies with all those guys, but never could catch a break for whatever reason or another. But Wake Up, Dead Man. Josh Brolin plays a priest in the movie of a little fledgling community, I guess you could say. Parish. Very good.
Yeah.
Who in this parish is kind of the last, I don't know, he's been there for, his whole career. They are happy with the way things are. There's a lot of mystery involved. There's a lot of a a lot of cover-ups. There's a lot of backstory. And when you think you know what's going on, boy, you don't.
You don't.
And Daniel Craig plays, as he has in the other Knives Out movies, the famed detective. What's the detective's name in it? Something Blanche.
Blanc.
Pierre Blanc or something. Not Pierre. What is it? I'll get it in just a second. Sorry, guys. I thought I could remember.
It's a traditional, all three of those movies, though, is a very Agatha Christie mystery-ish.
Benoit Blanc.
Who's
kind of this, if you haven't seen any of them.
Not to be confused with Benoit Balls. Different episode.
Oh, you can say that again. Hang on a second.
Oh, God.
Just had a flashback. Benoit Blanc, who is a famous Southern detective.
Yeah.
Who is often called in like, well, now that you say Agatha Christie, very much like that, very much like the detective that always gets called in on those, like on the, what is it? The train one with Orient Express.
Yeah, Hercule Poirot.
Yes.
And
that's where I was getting French. Yeah. But at any rate, he gets called in to solve a murder mystery. And it's just really good. The casting in it's really good. And I picked some things on my movies of the year that were like movies, not heavily, although one is, in the superhero vein of computer generated stuff, but mostly the other stuff that I've picked is completely a movie's movie, if that makes sense. But cast includes Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc. You have
Glenn
Close. You have Jeremy Renner, Mila Kunis, Josh Brolin, Thomas Hayden Church, Josh O'Connor, who plays a young priest who has had his share of trials, if you will, with his past. He was a boxer and had killed someone in the ring. Had always kind of...
Who did you first think of when you heard of a boxer killed somebody in the ring?
Oh, I don't know.
Boom Boom Mancini.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when he killed that guy in the ring?
Mm-hmm. Now she say that, I do, yeah.
Would have been about the same weight class, too, this guy.
Yeah, that's true. But this kid is, I guess he's always known for standing up and taking on the things that he sees that's not right. So he's and he gets in a little trouble, gets sent to this parish, and the tale begins.
Yes.
I didn't ruin anything, did I?
No. And Roland,
really good.
Roland's character, he goes to be the understudy of Brolin, who is they keep calling him something else, but for like Monsignor priest. And it reminded me of it doesn't remind me, but the subject matter on the surface sounds boring. Right?
Yeah.
It's priests. It's a Catholic church, and but man, it's not. It's really cleverly done, as are all those movies.
Yeah. Jeffrey Wright's in it. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Just trying to pick out some of the bigger names that you all would recognize, but really good. There's a lot to it. It's very layered, as well as again, as in all of those type Agatha Christie type Sherlock Holmes classic
Murder,
crime.
She Wrote, that kind of feel.
All those classic crime mystery things. There's always a twist, and that twist was actually right before your eyes the entire time.
Yeah.
You should have got it, but you still didn't get it. So, and it's, even though there's all of those layers and all of that stuff that you need to be paying attention to, it's not a hard movie to watch.
None of them are.
Right.
And I think, well,
and I have to appreciate that, because there's so much stuff. I hate those that you just can't, that you're like, you missed the third word in a sentence at 6 minutes and 48 seconds.
Right.
And now you're at the hour and 38 minute mark, and you're like, what the fuck did he say in that?
Yeah.
And you missed the whole movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one,
very watchable.
Yes.
It's got a kind of a, all those movies, because it's an all three of those movies, there's all-star cast. Now, my first thought was, how do they pay all these people?
Yeah.
That one's probably, Mila Kunis, she's arguably a superstar actress, right? She plays a very small role in this, really. Craig steals the show in all three films.
I mean, my God, Glenn Close.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Hollywood Hall of Fame, I mean, Walk of Fame. Yeah.
Crazy bitch cooked a rabbit.
Yeah.
In a pot.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Fatal Attraction.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. But that is a good one, man.
I just, it actually came out in 2025. That was another thing that,
right,
for whatever reason, when we were putting the list together of this one or the, I guess in the TV, I had a couple that didn't come out in 25, but actually had seasons in 2025. So, but all of my movies on this list actually came out in 2025, and I got to see them. So
yeah.
It'd be hard to make a list if you didn't get to see them.
Right, true. My first one, I have 4 listed, but my first one I watched in 2025. It didn't come out in 2025, and that's the only one on my list that is that way. But you mentioned him, Jeffrey Wright. There was a movie that came out at the very end of 23 into 24 called American Fiction. Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Where he was the writer.
He's the writer.
Yeah.
And,
you actually told me about that.
Man, it's just so well done and so pertinent to current events, and just how everybody's just crazy as hell about what they want. And the gist of it is this, Jeffrey Wright plays an author. He's a black actor, and his name in the show is Thelonious Monk something. So that right there tells you the kind of guy you've got. He's very educated, considers himself a serious literary novelist.
Yeah.
And is between books, and he's not getting the attention and stuff that he feels like he deserves. So he writes a book as what would you call it? A prototypical from the standpoint of what America sees.
Well, let's say, yeah. So I think a good analogy would be like a traditionalist artist, which a writer is.
Yeah,
definitely still considered an artist, I would think. Versus the next flavor of the month, K-pop pop.
Sure.
That kind of thing. Like why does, DJ, DYJ or what the fuck ever. Why do they sell? Why are these people worth $150 gazillion for making one track that has been sampled by, versus the guy who composed it, scored it, gave birth to it, all the whole thing. That was so he just took on this. Would it be a pseudonym?
He took on an alter
ego,
a pen name, and wrote a book from the way I remember it, from the perspective of an author that was like raised in the ghetto and all this, that, and other,
which he was completely the opposite,
and completely against. He felt so. And
it was the fashionable way of writing,
right?
For the day's time.
And he takes on the role of what he would call a sellout and does all this.
There you go.
And then his book gets all this attention and stuff. And he's just like.
And he's an overnight success.
Yeah, he's an overnight success. But it's just a fantastic movie. That one is one that you can watch and really is relatable, in my opinion, because it's like. And what's crazy is the guy that wrote the story, Percival Everett, is that kind of writer. He wrote James, which is the Huckleberry Finn story told from the slave James perspective.
Okay, yeah,
and
makes sense.
And when it came out, the subject matter, the fact that it was Everett writing, who is a what you would call a literary writer, like on the level of, say, Cormac McCarthy or what is the lady's name that wrote Beloved? Anyway, a literary author.
Yes.
Not Stephen King, if you will.
Yeah.
And that book, James, when it came out, I saw the subject matter and saw some stuff, and I thought, man, that right there is going to win the Pulitzer Prize for fiction, and sure enough, did. So
did it really?
Yeah, sure enough, did. I haven't got I got it on audio. I haven't got a chance to listen to it yet because I love Mark Twain.
Yeah,
but what a novel idea!
And he's been around for a while. This guy. I think I probably remember him first in like.
You're talking about Jeffrey Wright? He was in
he was in Casino Royale.
Yeah, he was.
2006.
He was the FBI agent or CIA. I can't remember. And then he was in, was it Westworld?
Yeah.
He was in that.
Yeah.
I really like him about everything.
He was in Cadillac Records.
Yeah, he was.
I want to see this. I haven't watched it yet because I'm not. I was telling Jamie earlier before we came in, is he's in another movie that came out in 2025 that I haven't watched yet. And I think primarily because of subject matter and the seriousness of this director, which is not a negative connotation in any means, but like I have to be ready to watch a Spike Lee film. You know what I'm saying? Or something that I think
or any kind of social picture
or something that's going to be
thought-provoking
or heavy, you know?
Yeah.
But
otherwise we put on Roadhouse. Roadhouse. But
highest to lowest. It's got Denzel in it. It's Spike Lee's newest thing.
I have seen that advertised too. I haven't got a chance to see it.
I haven't watched it yet either.
But man, he's had a big year, Jeffrey Wright has. He's in a ton of stuff, so which is good because he's really, really good actor.
Yeah, I think he started out as a Broadway actor or
feels like
on
it.
The stage.
Which even goes more because a lot of times those Broadway actors, they feel a little uppity too.
Yeah.
You know, I've been on Broadway.
Yeah. Well, and they can really thrive or they can really flop too.
Correct.
A lot of times from theater to screen. Sometimes that's
he was in the Batman.
You know.
I mean, he's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Starting going back and looking at it. Anyway, so that American Fiction's great. That's the one I picked that didn't come out in 2025, but I actually laid eyes on a 2025. That's the only one. The other three I have are this year or last year.
Well, let me see. Let me get back to my list here. The other one that I really enjoyed.
He was in Boardwalk Empire too.
Yes,
I forgot about that.
I forgot as well. Now that you mention it, I'm like, how did I forget that? Again, I'll tell you why. How? Too much bullshit.
He played Muddy Waters in Cadillac Records.
Yeah.
It's a lot of good stuff, man.
Let's see here.
Oh, you know how we were talking about Defiance and all that?
Yes.
It came out after Casino Royale. Can you believe that?
What?
Casino Royale's 06, according to this, because Jeffrey Wright was in it, which you just said.
Now, is that the right movie, though? Defiance?
Yeah, I looked it up.
That's it, isn't it? That's the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's the one where they, two brothers.
Yes. Him and Liv Schreiber.
Right there. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wait.
Man, I would have thought that was like
his first film. It feels like it, though.
It feels like
a long time
2000.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater. I saw it in the theater.
I didn't see it in the theater.
Because it was something that I think people at our church were like, man, have you seen Defiance? I'm like, no. But yeah, crazy. Time, the whole 2000s is a blur for me, really. I can't. It's harder for me to do. Oh, yeah, in 2004 than it is in 1994.
Yeah.
For some reason. So anyway, sorry. That's just crazy.
No worries.
But Jeffrey Wright is man. And Denzel in the same movie, that's got to be good, right?
One would think, right?
I love those Equalizer movies that Denzel's in, man. I love.
Yeah, I've seen the first two.
Yeah, third one's good too. It really is.
Just three, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of like John Wick. I mean, he's just a complete badass. Kind of like he was in Man of Fire, which is now streaming on Netflix, I saw, and is fantastic if you've not seen The Man of Fire. The Man on Fire, really. That's what it's called, The Man on Fire.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Where he's the bodyguard in Mexico City.
Yeah. I actually just watched the last John Wick movie this past year. It was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very, it was a John Wick movie.
Yeah, you know how it's going to go. I mean? He's going to kill everybody. What's the plot of this one?
And it's going to take him, I don't know. He's got 2 minutes to get to the top of these steps. And 3 years later, it's like,
but everybody's dead.
Hell, come on with you already. Yeah. So my second one, that was my first, your first, right? My second one that I don't know. Is it going to win an Academy Award? Is it going to be, it was just, I'm not picking these movies for that reason. I'm picking them as being a movie that I actually sat down and watched without doubling down and getting on my phone or
we're able to give your attention to.
Yes, completely gave my attention to, or leaving it running while you go outside to, run around the house and do jumping jacks.
Yeah.
It was just something that was, I gave my attention to. That's the great way of putting it. But it is a star-studded cast. But the name of it is the Thursday Murder Club.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that one.
It was so good.
So good. Oh.
You had again Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley. The three big hitters in it, and several different Irish or British actors who were in it as well that you may or may not have known before.
Kind of like Knives Out, too.
Yeah, I've probably seen them in some other stuff. But just
I forgot about Thursday Murder Club.
It was just much more fun. A little less, even though a lot of the premise was the same, it was, and Knives Out is pretty funny as well, but much more of a comedy mystery, if you will. And everybody was just great in it.
I thought so too. I thought it was.
I enjoyed the heck out of it. So the premise behind all that, if you don't know, without giving anything away, is basically Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley are all in a
retirement
home, which is set in England. I guess it was set in Europe. Let's say that. And it's very posh. It's very, it's unlike any assisted living retirement home that I've ever seen here in the United States.
It's like going to the retirement home at Biltmore.
Yeah, there's gardens and there's fucking, zoo day where they bring in animals and all this crazy shit, is only the Brits can make look posh. Their rooms or their housing units are all very much flavored towards them versus being just, here, you get a condo, you get so anyway, they're all three in this retirement, home. The guy that plays, the kid's grandpa and played the Sparrow in Game of Thrones, the old man, he's Helen Mirren's husband in this.
Right.
And any rate,
Jonathan Pryce.
Yeah. So there's a lady who's in the home that's with them. Helen Mirren is trying to figure out how to begin this, but Helen Mirren is like MI6 retired. Her husband, who is battling dementia, Alzheimer, he's also ex something in that same kind of field. And then a lady who is probably on her deathbed. She's in a coma. She hasn't woken up, but she was ex police as well. Her and Mirren and Ben Kingsley and Pierce Brosnan had, she would get files that were either not settled or not solved from cold cases from her network. And on Thursdays, they would get together and try to solve this.
Yeah. As entertainment value for them.
Right. Storyboard. So
thus the Thursday Murder Club.
So they're not losing out on what they did for a living. They can still do what they're doing. The lady's now in a coma. The three of them, Kingsley, Brosnan, and Mirren, are trying to solve these murders by themselves, but they need a fourth member. They meet an older lady who is there, who's very prim and proper and a great baker, turns out, in the movie. And there's more to come in with that. But at any rate, it's just, I don't want to call it something very simple, but
it reminds me of Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
But the English version, that kind of.
That's a good.
It's what it reminds me of.
I didn't think about it that way, but yeah.
Maybe Only Murders in the Building.
That's totally it.
Yeah, it's a little bit more comical because you got two comedians that are the main characters, but it's much like that. It's very whimsical, but also serious. It's a great I should have had that on here, and that's a really good one. I really enjoyed that one.
But if you're looking for something fun, interesting, kind of a new idea on an old subject,
family friendly,
feels good.
Yeah.
In the end, all of that. The Thursday Murder Club. I would highly recommend it.
Yeah,
that would be on my list.
That's really good. And that came out in 25, and I saw it, and I didn't think about that. That's like The Diplomat for me. Well, it
had hung around in my queue for like a month or two or whatever, and I was like, I'm going to watch that just because I didn't know any of the premise. I didn't watch the trailer. I just seen the actors that were in it, and I was like, I got to watch that.
Book series, too. Yeah. Thursday Murder Club's a book series.
Oh, is it really? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yep. So the first movie that on my list that I actually saw in 2025 that came out in 2025, we saw at the drive-in in Maryville, drive-in theater.
Okay.
And it's that animated movie, The King of Kings. And the premise of it is it's Charles Dickens who wrote, Christmas Carol, you name it, Bleak House and whatever else. He is telling his kids, it's the story he tells his kids about Jesus and all that. And I went into it. Now it was at the drive-in, you watch what they play. There's one screen. And I thought, man, this is a independent studio doing an animated film. How's this going to hold up to like Disney and Pixar and whatever? And boy, does it.
Well,
wow.
Okay.
And it's not, even if you weren't a Christian, you could watch it and enjoy it. It's not got a whole lot of politics, none of that in it. It was just enjoyable. And that's also the first film I saw out in the wild, if you will.
Doesn't have religion in it.
Yeah, it really does. Right. It's about Jesus and not the negative parts. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, really. But anyway, it was really good. I think Pierce Brosnan's in it, too. He plays Pontius Pilate, I think, the voice. And anyway, it's just well done. And I thought, man, I guess now the technology is such that even an independent studio can come out and put out because it looks great.
Right.
Like you wouldn't. Well, as a comparison, I believe Disney could put out The Prince of Egypt, 25 years ago or whatever. And this looks better than that. I mean, of course, it's 25 years newer, but I'd recommend that. It's not going to win any awards either, but it's kind of a feel good movie, and I was engaged with it. I wasn't like, oh, it's a cartoon. I was engaged with it. So, and got to see it out in the wild. So it's good. I liked it.
Very good. I haven't, I don't even know if I had heard about it or knew about it or whatever about it, but that's good to know. I like it.
What's funny is the guy that plays in Thursday Murder Club as the husband of Helen Mirren is also in Slow Horses.
Yes.
As a former CI.
That's what I was saying. I can't ever remember but the kid's grandfather.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. From Slow Horses.
Yes, yeah.
Right, yeah. That's right.
I know I don't look that quick, but I'm pretty fast.
Pretty fast.
Or at least half fast. Not a word. Not a word. Yeah. Okay. Well, my next one is one. It's a movie franchise that's been around for a long, long time. Probably the first real the first one that we remember of it came out.
78.
You were probably it came out in 78.
If we're talking about the same thing.
I know. We are. I'm sure we are. But would be the new Superman, the 2025 version of Superman, Superman Legacy, I guess was the real name of it.
Which is also on my list too, right there.
Oh, look at that. Well, and you can certainly, being a comic book guy, I'm gonna leave a lot of it for you, but being just how do I say it? That's just my age that I am makes me a comic book guy.
Sure.
Because was the big thing, right? Now, I didn't completely, I'm not the comic book guy that knows the numbers of the issues and the timeline of when this happened versus this, and this is why, superhero Joe is better than, or made his turn. I don't, fuck off already. I ain't got time for that shit. And I tell you what else I don't have time for is another damn Superman movie that spends 45 minutes to an hour telling me how Superman, he came from fucking outer space.
The origin story.
And Mammy and Pappy Superman. And, oh my gosh. And then I tell you another thing I can't stand that I don't have any time for. Listen, Superman didn't cry. Superman don't cry. He may have the heart of humanity that weighs heavy on him at all times, but he ain't sitting around crying like a little bitch. Fuck off already, guy. Who was the guy that did that one? He's fucked up all the other DC movies too. Zack Snyder. Is that the right name?
Yeah.
Or did I just make that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that shit. This one, I thought, just my opinion on it was, they brought in aunt and uncle or grandma and grandpa, whoever the hell it was that raised him, mom and dad, stepmom, stepdad. They brought that in enough without going through the whole damn origin story again and again and again. But it was fun. It was fun. And they showed some real life interactions between, like, how dating a superhero would be, how the mortal world dealt with the immortal world, with Lois and Clark. And I thought their casting in it was really, really good. I didn't, I guess I didn't know this David Corenswet. I don't know what he has been in before. I've probably seen him in something before. The guy who actually played Superman, he was in Twisters 2024.
Which is not good.
No, I'd rather have my tongue split open with a rusty beanie weenie can lid and watch that shit. Maybe not that bad. But Rachel Brosnahan, who played Lois Lane, who was also known for her role in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Nicholas Hoult, however you say that. I thought he was a really good Lex Luthor, or Lex Luthor. I thought it was fun. And thought it didn't take itself so seriously that it still reminded you of the comics versus all that other shit.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
Exactly. And what I've always told people is Superman's the superhero, right? Even if he wasn't first, but Superman is Superman. But Superman sucks without kryptonite because nothing can hurt him.
Yeah.
There's no risk. And when it came out, people were like, oh, Superman's getting his ass kicked or whatever. You know what? That humanizes him. He's part, right? So.
Him crying, for Christ's sakes. Really?
It was the best Superman since the original two. 78.
I thought so.
It was a character that you wanted to be like.
I was engaged.
I was too. Even the dog wasn't hokey. I thought the dog was fine.
And the appearance of Supergirl and all that. It was all just fine. You nailed it.
It wasn't the brooding. See, Batman's been so popular for so long that the brooding, the Dark Knight. See, the Dark Knight portion of Batman put him on the map.
Yeah.
And it's been that ever since. Well, they tried to do that with Superman. Superman's not that way.
No.
Batman is a man that has all this money and got this backstory and this revenge story. He's a vigilante. Superman is the one that everybody wants to be like.
Yeah.
But he's still got to be able to have a challenge. And if you don't have kryptonite, Superman sucks.
Yeah.
Right? There's no challenge. Or if you don't have these interstellar conflicts where he is challenged I loved it. I thought it was great.
I thought he was challenged that way, as well as we got a real, not over exaggerated, blown apart view as him of being Clark also.
Right.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. That's why it's on my list.
And it was just fun. And, now listen, if you can fart and blow open the rule book of Section 3, Article A of superhero comic book shit, more power to you. But I, coming from somebody who had all that stuff, liked all that stuff, and if you look at it coming from the point of like the DC stuff that's been put out versus the Marvel stuff that's been put out, that's blown it away time and time again, this was their best offering.
I thought
especially with Superman,
for sure. And, the comic book people that get into all that shit you were just talking about are the same people that are running baseball.
Well, they're the same ones.
What's his war? What's his war? What's his this? What's his this? What's his, whatever's against replacement or whatever, all that bullshit. Who gives a damn? Okay. Comic books are supposed to be fun. And you get on a comic book page, and I know, and I'm talking to every one of you bastards out there. You get on there, and some kid's trying to get into the hobby, and he's got a copy of something that his granddaddy had, and it's got a page torn. Instead of encouraging that kid, hey, man, that's a great issue, whatever. You're like, fucking page is torn. That's going to get a 2.0. It ain't worth shit. You know what? You're the problem. And these people that are getting on there about baseball and saying, Pete Rose doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame because his wins against replacement were blah, 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 and all this stuff. Or that's probably not a good example, but let's just go back to just what happened in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, you put in, raise hell, your mama did.
You put in Jeff Kent in the Baseball Hall of Fame and left some people on the Baseball Hall of Fame bench over here waiting to get in that dude couldn't carry their damn jock strap. And that right there is
Don
because
Mattingly, Steve Garvey, Dale Murphy.
There you go.
3 examples.
Yes. So, and you're going to turn around and you take the joy out of it's a damn game. Okay. It's a game. And you get on there and you're like, well, his stats are this and his stats are that. And I saw this and I saw that. You didn't see jack shit. Oh, Babe Ruth couldn't play in today's game. Okay. How the hell do you know that?
Yeah.
They throw harder. The guys pitching today compared to those guys are a bunch of bullshit pussies. Superman, the new Superman. If you don't like the new Superman, you got a heart problem and you need to fix it.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of best movie.
Next.
Yeah, next. You remember that episode where JB went off? This is the fucking one.
I love it.
Movie of the year, 2020 for me. 2025 movie of the year for me is a documentary film.
I was wondering if you'd have it on there. I have it on there too, and I don't even know what you're getting ready to say.
It's the
but do I?
It's the John Candy I Like Me documentary. And it's not going to win any awards for cinematography, but if there were awards for heart, it's going to win. Because I always loved John Candy. You know, he was part of our childhood. But it's nice to know by testimony after testimony after testimony of people that would know that the guy that you saw on screen was just like the real guy. That Dale Griffith from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was actually John Candy.
Yeah.
Not that John Candy was Dale Griffith. John Candy, they're the same.
Yeah.
Uncle Buck. All these characters that you loved. He was a family man. It made me cry for like an hour. I mean, it really did because
sissy.
Yeah, sissy. I'm no fucking Superman. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I'm no Superman. But yeah, I just thought, man, golly, you know. And it's anyway, it really is a fantastic watch, even if you don't know who John Candy is. But everybody, even in the new generation, you know who you've seen Home Alone. John Candy's in that. And Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, most people have seen that. Just fantastic. And it's far.
Summer Rental.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. Summer Rental.
Great Outdoors.
Armed and Dangerous.
Cool Runnings.
Cool.
Such a great movie.
Saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
Cool Runnings. Oh, man. Just Armed and Dangerous is one that's really good. It's got an all-star cast. Meg Ryan's in it.
What's the one he did with Tom Hanks where they're like...
he did
Joe versus the Volcano.
He did the three. He did Splashed.
Yeah,
with Tom Hanks. He did that one, and he also did the one where they go join the Peace Corps.
That's right. That's the one with Eugene Levy, right? Or no? It's Tom Hanks in it too.
It's Tom Hanks and him. Eugene Levy is Armed and Dangerous.
Yeah,
they're the security guards.
Yeah, they were the Polka Brothers.
I heard it early. Yeah. Well, that too.
Yeah.
I heard
in their early days
that the guy that played Zeus, and the guy that played Debo, what's his name? Lester.
Nate.
Tiny
Lester. Yeah.
He's passed away now, but I saw an interview with him talking about John.
Well, he should. He should for that bullshit he tried to do with Hogan and. The fucking what was that movie? Over the Top or not? No, that was Stallone. Anyway, I'm pissing all over your stuff. Sorry.
I heard the interview with him talking about that. He basically said John Candy was the greatest man he ever been around, and was just talking about how much John would give of himself and all this. And to hear that big brawling guy talk like that, I mean, I was like, man, it's just nice to know that every now and then you come across somebody special that's like that in real life. It's like, okay, I love the Andy Griffith Show, right? It's the first time spoken. I love the Andy Griffith Show, but by all accounts, Andy Griffith wasn't all that good of a dude back in those days. You know, he was doing some things that even now would be questionable. And certainly
was a horn dog.
Him and old Helen had a relationship going on the side.
Sorry for your ears, folks.
In real life, you know, the lady that played Helen Crump and Andy were having an affair in real life.
Oh, evidently there was 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, he was Andy Griffith.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, John Candy, I Like Me. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it today. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I enjoyed it.
Volunteers was named that.
Volunteers, yeah. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a little peek inside of and it was also nice to have that made about him because his life was cut so short that back in that time, we didn't have the medium that we have now. So you didn't know about all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was really taken aback about the, all the stuff that Macaulay Culkin said about him.
Oh yeah.
And knowing ahead of time and always asking him if he was okay, that he had, that abusive family life of stage dad, stage mom,
To the biggest kid star in the world at that time.
Absolutely.
I mean, number one.
Absolutely. And John was always worried about
him as a kid,
his well-being as a kid,
and not necessarily as an actor,
treating him like a kid.
Yeah, and that anyway,
but an equal in the same regards, you know. I that's on my list as well. Very, very good. Seemed like it took me forever to get around to watching it, but
I love the fact that I kind of knew, but I didn't know about all these other people that he was involved with and friends with before all of them became Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hare, and down the line of Aykroyd and that group. So
yeah, I remember him on. I can remember him and Levy coming on as I can't remember the name, but the act was the Polka Brothers on the early Letterman shows, when Letterman was kind of like Conan.
Right.
Back in the early days. No production value. And all the early days, stupid pet tricks, stupid the top 10, all that stuff. But just always being so damn funny, so damn comical. Yeah. Tremendous. Another documentary that I seen that I really, really liked, and I don't know if it's the best. It was just one that stood out to me and some stuff that I didn't know about this man. I didn't know he had, I knew of all the highs, but I didn't know of all the lows in this guy's career. And, the other one that I'll add to it, and then my last one would be, I think it's on Apple TV as well, but, Scorsese.
Oh.
And it's a 3-part, I think they're about an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and a half each, but from beginning to end or beginning to present time of Scorsese's life. And very interesting guy, very much an artist, if you will. Covered a lot of things, talked to a lot of the early stuff, had some flops, some big flops, and the controversy and the cultural impact of like Taxi Driver. And then,
wow.
Yeah, it was really tremendous. It was really an insight that I never knew.
Right.
And I don't think many knew. So it was very well worth watching. So what was your favorites? What was your favorite movies of 2025?
Tell us so we can watch them.
Yeah, we'd like to know your thoughts on those movies where we could get it a chance. I will say I want to go back and watch the High to Low, the Spike Lee new movie. And there's another one called Black Bag that has ranked really high in a bunch of lists. And I think I'd like to go back and watch it as well. So,
and I want to watch that one, One Battle After Another.
Yes.
I want to see that. We only watch limited things. These are the best movies we watched. I want to see that as well and go back and it's long though. It's a commitment. It really is.
So if you've got a favorite, put them in the comments below. If you've got a comment, they go in the comments below.
Put next to your favorite.
But that's our movies of 2025 that we got to see and that we think are well enough. I don't know if they're the top movies of 2025. Who gives a
They're our top movies of 2025.
Yeah, they're the ones we think you would enjoy and that we enjoyed. So be kind to one another. It doesn't cost a dime to be kind. but there's always a price to be paid for cruelty. Jamie, you want to do another one?
Sure.
You heard it here first. Life is too short to smoke bad cigars. And the Patoro, good cigar.
Punch Classico down to the nub. So
Yeah.
highly recommend.
You heard it here first. One more for the good guys. Cheers.
I'll be gone in the morning before the sun comes up, with me and my weenie dog and my pickup truck. And either way, baby, a good man, it's hard to find. I said, now either way, baby, a good man, it's hard to find.